Doesn't it look a lot nicer than Maserati?
Yeah.
It's a little dusty. You recording? What's up, guys? So, car's a little dusty, forgive me. But, here in sunny San Diego, I want to talk about something very, very interesting. Because someone said I should make videos on this, and I totally agreed. It's like, you know, finding your purpose in life. So this one, and you know, you guys are seeing kind of the scope of the videos I've been making. Both real estate, stock market, mindset, you know, it goes all into this because, and ultimately I relate this down into stocks too, you know, because it's both stocks and all of what I do as an entrepreneur and all my businesses, it relates to kind of my purpose. And it's like that picture I posted on Instagram where it's like a mix of, you know, your purpose lies in the mix of many different things. But as far as purpose goes, it starts with having a goal. You know, I'll tell you guys that now. You know, you cannot, and it sucks, I wish I had blind spot detectors. You can't find your purpose if you don't have a goal. You know, simple as that, you know, and this is, I guess, more or less I want to talk about purpose and success. Because Earl Nightingale, strangest secret in the world. You know, a lot of people, if you've already read Richest Man in Babylon, here's the next one. Earl Nightingale, strangest secret in the world. Changed my life, honestly. And here's how, what he says is, people define success, and I hear pastors say this. I see a lot of people. A lot of people have a skewed idea of what real success is, you know, and not skewed as like, oh, they're wrong, but most of you are struggling and are probably even like getting discouraged and depressed by how you're defining success for yourself, you know. And success, essentially, by definition, Earl Nightingale, and I believe this is the real definition, is it's the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. So, what does that mean? Think about it. It's a worthy ideal, and it's the progressive realization. It doesn't just happen like that. But now think of what a worthy ideal is. And here's the common thing that people have. A lot of you guys define money as being successful. You know, if I have money, I have a nice car, I have houses, are you going to say that I'm successful? A lot of people will, and I'd say that's wrong. The objects, the money, does not make me successful. I'll tell you this, it's the fact that I am successful is why I have these things. So hopefully that makes sense to some of you guys, because for some people it doesn't, because then you're like, okay, Josh, what does that mean? You're successful and that's why you have money. It's because I mastered something. You know, I mastered, in this case, I mastered stocks and real estate, and I guess commerce, business, you know. And even when I started out, one thing I did master was marketing as well, too. So put that all into perspective. You know, because this is what I tell people. They're focused on making money. And this is going to go back to what I'm saying with success. Because if your only focus is making money, then you're never going to become successful, because money is an infinite amount. You know, money, they're numbers. You know what I'm saying? You could reach $1 million and you'll never be successful. You know, think about it. And what happens? Let's say your goal is $1 million. That's what you define as being successful. You hit it, now what? Or is that the success is capped? But now you have to keep changing it. So it has nothing to do with the money, but now this is what I'll tell people. If you become the best stock trader, the best real estate agent in the world, you know, fuck that actually. Let me give you something even better. If you become the best plumber in the world, you're the best plumber. You can unclog any toilet, you can find out what's wrong with any type of issue, and you are literally the best plumber in the world. You master that skill. Will you not make money? Just think about that. It's impossible. If you master something, it's impossible for the money not to follow. And that's where people fail, because they're focused on making the money, and in the process, they never master anything. It's so counterintuitive, because if you just mastered something, the money will follow every single time. Every single time. You know? So that's what it comes down to. Now, finding success. You know, what do you guys define as success? Your success needs to be a worthy ideal. You know, say a worthy ideal be becoming the best stock trader, not making money trading stocks, becoming the best real estate agent, becoming the best, businessman. And even then, that one I think is borderline, because it's still, you really got to clearly define it. But I'll tell you this now, for all of you, it's whatever you believe it. And this is where now kind of finding your purpose. It's a mix of now both what you're good at, what you have a passion for, something you'll get paid for, and it's not just because it's paid. Don't think, oh well, I want to be the doctor who makes $100,000. No, any type of money, receiving money, any type of money, and if you're good at it and you have a passion for it, you're finding your purpose. And finding purpose is probably one of the hardest things, and at the same time, it's the main thing you're going to need. Wait, do I go south? Yeah. Because finding your purpose, it's very tricky, and because without the purpose, I'll tell you this now, purpose is the gasoline to your vehicle. If you do not have the purpose, you're not going to go anywhere. People ask me, like when I could go late nights, wake up, go do all this stuff back to back to back, it's just like, stay committed. So I'm going to say, how? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't you get tired? Don't you get this? It's like, I'm not a superhuman, I'll tell you that much. I get tired. I have feelings. I get discouraged at times. I've been through every single emotion you've been through. It's the thing that drives me and keeps me going is my purpose, though. People are going to talk to me about what my purpose is, and I'll share that with you guys. But the big thing that it comes down to is my purpose and what I'm looking to do. At this point in life, I've mastered a couple things, and my purpose is starting to expand. And it's funny because and this is the beauty of life. I would never have foreseen, the initial seed of purpose I have, what it's blossomed into. It really, seeing that's what you guys are going to have to understand. That's how you guys are going to develop. So understand in time, you may not have it now, but it will come. And what you think now is your purpose, you find out after that. That's where the experience, putting the time into it will expand and develop. But that's what's going to keep you guys driven, and that's what's going to keep you guys awake and up and running. That's what you got to ask yourself. What are you doing it for? And that's, for me, that lies a lot of the answers. And now a lot of you have the answers and you know what it is. People will tell me, because I'm sure your purpose it may be different than mine, but now what's driving you, what are you doing it for? That's going to be, most of us have it all the same. At one point I had frivolous, things driving me, material objects. And you guys will know the hierarchy of needs and how things work. And it just and I'll talk about that in another one. But it started with little things that was driving me, but ultimately, really where a lot of it started was my family. I had a purpose to do better for my family. That wasn't the purpose, excuse me, because that's what, I may have to make this 2 videos actually, because I want to make sure there's a clear difference between purpose and what's driving you, because those are different. So what's driving you, most of you guys are going to tell me the same thing. Your family, you want to give back to the people who helped you out, and that's the way I see it. That's the way I was. So that should be driving you every day. And you don't want to get up, you don't want to work, you don't want to do something, you're not feeling happy, you like, think about it, man. I talk to people every day, both people I'm helping out, both students, both the people outside in the world. Sometimes when I drive my car outside and somebody asks me a question and they want to talk to me, I don't want to talk to them. But then again, I realize what's driving me. And, it's the fact that at this point, that's where, it's funny because I keep going back to it. The higher purpose is what we could get into. But understand, everything should be driving you. I don't want to wake up anymore. What my purpose is, what's driving me. Not the purpose, but what I'm doing it for. So I guess that is kind of purpose. But like I said, it's pretty tricky and convoluted. But this is the point I'm going to give you, because it's maybe inspirational, giving you guys some information. But as always, it's like I ended that last video with Royke. I told him he's doing amazing. I said, bad job. Okay? I said, at the end of the day, I'm not going to congratulate you, because the minute you think you have it, it's good. I want to focus on not the bad stuff, but I want you guys to be challenged. And this is what I'm going to ask you guys. If you have something driving you, if you say it's for your family, you say it's really, I want to give back to these people, I want to do this, I have this drive, and this is why I'm doing it. really think about that now. That should really be it. So then I'm gonna ask yourself, why are you not waking up? Why are you not putting the extra? Why are you only doing the minimum of what's required? You know, and sometimes, guess what? Greatness, success, entrepreneurship, there's no requirements, my friends. So you're going to be in a game where if you're doing just the minimum, you're going to be screwed. You know? So that's what I want to figure out for you guys. That's what I want to challenge you guys to ask yourself. What you're doing it for, it should drive you every single day. And if it doesn't match up, because like this is what I'm saying, like, you know, you go out and party, right? Does that get you? What are you doing it for? You know what I'm saying? If you could, how am I going to link it up and say, okay, you're partying because you're trying to help your family out, right? So that's what I'll tell you. If partying is going to help your family out, go ahead, keep fucking partying. Simple as that. If drinking's going to do that, smoking, whatever it may be, if that's going to help your family out, and that's going to actually, that's part of what you're doing it for, go ahead, do it. But if not, I'm gonna look at you and say, what are you doing? You know? And hopefully I don't know most of you guys like that. So hopefully if you guys are watching this, hopefully you get a little voice in your head, and hopefully this, you know, I want you to have a guilt trip in a way. Sometimes it's good. You know, but at the same time, you know, you guys need to maintain a certain level of peace. But think about what I'm saying. Everything you should be doing should be the why and who you're doing it for should all align and